There's a voice in your head. It never shuts up. It comments on everything. It judges you. It doubts you. It tells you you're not enough, that you're behind, that you're messing up. But here's the truth nobody told you. That voice is not you. Most people spend their entire lives listening to this voice and believing it. They think they are their thoughts. But if you've ever said to yourself, "Why do I keep thinking this?" then guess what? You are not your thoughts. You are the one hearing the thoughts, and that changes everything. Think about how you talk to yourself when no one is around. Think about how many times you've said, "I'll never be good enough. I always screw things up." What's the point? Maybe tomorrow. If someone else said that to you, you'd be furious. But when it comes from your own mind, you just accept it. Why? Because you've made the mistake of believing that voice is you. But that voice is a liar. That voice is built from trauma, fear, social programming, and old memories. It is not your true self. It's a collection of downloaded scripts, and most of them are garbage. Your mind is a machine. It generates thoughts just like your lungs generate breath. It runs on loops, patterns, and habits. It doesn't care if those thoughts are helpful, doesn't care if they're true, it just spits them out over and over again. And you think, "Well, I had that thought, so it must mean something." No, your mind is like a radio that's always playing. But you are not the radio, you're the listener. And once you realize that, you can stop believing every broadcast. Here's the big twist. If you can hear the voice in your head, then who's listening? That's the real you. The silent awareness behind the noise. The observer. The consciousness that notices what's happening, and that self. It's calm, it's clear, it's strong, but it gets drowned out by the noise, by the voice that's always scared, always anxious, always in a hurry. So the real game isn't about having better thoughts. It's about learning to separate from the voice entirely. The inner voice controls your life in ways you don't even notice. It makes you procrastinate. It talks you out of taking risks. It convinces you that other people are judging you. It turns fear into paralysis. It makes you live inside your head instead of in the real world. It says things like, "They'll think you're stupid. You're not ready yet. What if you fail? What if it doesn't work out?" And you listen, not because it's wise, but because it sounds familiar. That voice is not your coach, it's your jailer. And every time you obey it, the prison gets smaller. The voice also loves comfort. It tells you to stay where it's safe, to avoid pain, to avoid risk, to avoid the unknown. But comfort is a cage, and that voice is the lock, because nothing great is built inside your comfort zone. Not confidence, not growth, not purpose. You can't think your way to a better life. You have to act your way into one. But that voice will try to stop you every step of the way. Real freedom begins the moment you realize you are not the voice in your head. That realization gives you distance, and distance gives you power. Now, when the voice says, "You're too tired," you say, "Thanks for your opinion. I'm doing it anyway." Now, when it says, "You're not ready," you say, "Maybe, but I'll find out." You stop arguing. You stop defending yourself. You stop believing every thought that pops into your head, and that's when you start winning. So how do you escape the voice? Here's how. Catch it. Start noticing the voice in real time. Treat it like a separate character. Give it a name if you want. Question it. Ask, "Did I choose this thought? Is this helpful? Would I say this to a friend?" Step back. Visualize yourself as the observer. Let the thought come and let it go. You don't have to fight it. You just have to see it. Replace it with truth. Truth isn't always positive, but it's clear. It sounds like, "This is hard, and I can handle it. I'm scared, and I'll move anyway." The inner voice is loud. It's persistent, and it knows your weak spots. But now you know the secret. It's not you. And once you stop identifying with it, you stop being controlled by it. You become more than a collection of doubts, fears, and stories. You become the one who chooses what to believe, what to act on, what to let go. This is the real inner game. And the first move is stepping back from the voice. This was episode 1 of the Inner Game series. If you're ready to dive deeper to build not just better habits, but a stronger mind, stick around, because we're just getting started. If this video hit something real for you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you don't have to feel ready. Just do it anyway.